When you have that guy staring into your store window like that, something's about to go down. Something's about to go down, chat. I'm like, if I saw him, like, oh, fuck. Hello, I just wanted to thank you for clicking on my video, and I wanted to let you know not only do I create content in my YouTube channel here, Class in a Glass, but I'm also on Twitch where I play single-player games, multiplayer games, I do movie reviews, cartoon reviews, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Also, it would be a big help if you can check out my Patreon, where you can gain access to audio commentaries, reactions, and the ability to submit questions for my podcasts and videocasts. And all that content can be found in the links below. In the meantime, enjoy the video.
Stephen King's Children of the Corn, an adult nightmare.
We are starting out in the town of goddamn Gatlin, Nebraska, chat. The year is 1981, and we are witnessing the precocious narration of one of the children of town, chat. Now, this is a weird thing in the movie where they have this one kid who narrates only certain parts of the film that he's in. And so, like, the whole opening, you know, when the kids slaughter the townspeople, chat, when they slaughter the adults, and then any other scene that he's in later in the film. Not like other people in the movie when we cut to them and like, oh, Isaac did this. Or when fucking Linda Hamilton, chat. By the way, not only did she do Terminator, chat, 1984, she also did Children of the Corn. What a fucking year for Linda and Bert, chat. But he only narrates the scenes that he's in, and it's very weird and completely and totally unnecessary. I don't understand why they have this narration, especially because the kid is now listen, I mean, he's a kid, you know, they're not always going to be the best. Sometimes you get a kid who's a really good actor, and is able to sell it. This kid cannot. And there's not necessary for narration shit. All they should have just had is the opening, and it's just a regular day where the fucking dad taking his son, Job, who's just the narrator, Chad, taking him to the diner. He's going to make a call because apparently his daughter's sick. She's having weird dreams and things. And you just let it play out, Chad. But no, we need just that dialogue where it's like, you know, Dad and I went to the church, but we didn't stay very long because Sarah was feeling sick and Mom was staying with her. And Sarah really loved to draw, and her drawings always seemed to predict the future. And then Dad, like, it was like that kind of shit. And so, Dad and I, we went to the diner, and I got my favorite thing at the diner, a strawberry milkshake. Boy, was it so good. But then I noticed certain people there. I saw Malachi, and he's always talking to Isaac nowadays. He used to be fun. It's like that kind of shit. It's like, you're taking me out of this. Just let the fucking scene speak for itself. You don't need his goddamn narration. But, so they leave church, chat. And they're going to the diner where you got all sorts of people there enjoying some good old breakfast food shit after their Christian ceremony. They're eating eggs, eating bacon, drinking coffee. It's great, chat. Eating the oatmeal. There's a bunch of Wilford Brimleys in the place, chat. So many. It's like every other table is occupied by a Wilford Brimley-esque individual. It's like, oh, how wholesome is this, chat? How wholesome. But good old Job, he's sitting down. He's sitting down at the diner. Diner's like, well, what do you want today, Joe? He's like, I want a strawberry milkshake. And they fucking narrates in the background. He's like, the fuck was that? And he gives it to him, and he's like, yeah! And he gives him a straw, chat. He gives him like a straw, because it's a hell of a strawberry. I'm like, whoa, I want that fucking strawberry. Can we just appreciate, chat? We'll appreciate Isaac in the movie. Very cool. But the strawberry milkshake, damn. Do you know they spent at least $1,000 to make that strawberry milkshake look as good as it fucking looks, chat? Impressive. Thank you. Thank you for who is this new person, chat? Renegade Bladeslinger. Very good name, Renegade Bladeslinger. Welcome to stream. I'm currently reviewing Children of the Corn. We're talking about this amazing strawberry milkshake, chat. It's very fucking impressive. It stands about 2 feet tall, and the guy puts a straw in it because Job, he ain't gonna be able to drink that, like, you know, without the straw. He's like, fine, I don't need that goddamn straw. He throws it on the ground, chat, and he just starts chugging this thing. It's like, damn, Job, take it easy. And Job's dad, he's on the phone. He's calling the house, asking his wife how Sarah's doing. Wife's saying she's having weird visions again of corn. All the corn, and there's blood, and there's murder, and that's kind of weird. That's probably not a good thing. He's like, nope, it's not. But then, you know, Job, he starts noticing around the diner, chat, notices fucking Wendy, or I don't know what the hell her name is, chat. She looks like a Ruth or a Wendy to me. No, this is Wendy. She's like acting weird, and she's giving looks to Malachi, who's over by the pinball machine, chat. And you look at Malachi, you're like, oh, that kid's a fucking bad seed. As soon as you see him, chat, I was like, that kid is evil. He's the Outlander kid. I was like, all right. I'm like, the fact that you trusted him, allowed him to come into your store, you fucked up. That's on you guys, okay? You're not gonna let that crazy kid in here. And so he's giving looks to Wendy, and Wendy, she goes, yes. She's like, this time. And she turns around, chat, and she just takes out this big bag of white powder, chat, and she just dumps in the coffee in plain view of it's not like it's in the back she pours. No, chat. The coffee machine is in the middle of the fucking restaurant, and she's just like, there we go. And she's just stirring around. These fucking people like, oh, that's clearly confectionery sugar that she just put in there. And she just goes around the fucking place. Goes around the fucking place and starts pouring everyone's coffee to every table with a Wilford Brimley, chat. Every Wilford Brimley gets oatmeal and coffee. And then while this is all going on, chat, Malachi's like, yes, yes. And he looks out the window, and who do we see? Very creepy image, chat. So this is the first image we see of Isaac, and they fucking nail it. This kid's great. Or this late 20-year-old nails it. I think it was like 28 when he made this movie. But this is Isaac, chat. When you have that guy staring into your store window like that, something's about to go down. Something's about to go down, chat. I'm like, if I saw him, like, oh, fuck. Why is he looking like that, chat? So they should have known, chat. They should have known. And Isaac, he just fucking stares at Malachi and goes, do it. And he's like Papa Palpatine, chat. He's like a little Papa Palpatine. And Malachi, he takes out the machete, chat. But we already look at the tables. Everyone's going, and they're like vomiting up their intestines, chat. Just vomiting, shitting themselves. They've been poisoned, chat. All the Wilford Brimleys are dead all over again. It's terrible. And they're like, oh my God. Anyone who didn't drink coffee, chat, fucking Wendy, fucking Malachi, they come up there and they start stabbing people. And you had that music, oh no, no. You got that like very operatic kind of gothic religious music, chat, in the background. Hosanna, Hosanna, and they're just stabbing the shit out of everyone. The thing's slitting throats and shit. And Job's dad, Job's just sitting there with his milkshake, going, "No one's gonna take my milkshake. This is mine. This is my property." And Job's dad's like, "Job, drop the milkshake and run!" But fucking Wendy and fucking Malachi, they get Job's dad. And they start stabbing him, chat. They start stabbing him over and over again. He's dead. He's dead. And they all stand up. Everyone's fucking murdering. The poor diner owner, chat. They force his hand into the salami machine. You know when they do sliced meats? Remember when you go to the deli, chat, the delicatessen, and they do that sliced meats for you and things? They stick his whole fucking hand in there, and it just starts slicing and dicing his hand, chat. It's horrific. It's horrific. And it covers Joe's face. And so he's getting strawberry milkshake and blood and human meat inside of his mouth, and he's still drinking that shake. He's like, this is expensive. I'm gonna drink all of this. I'm gonna enjoy this. And it's fucked up, chat. It's fucked up. And Isaac's just out there going, yes, yes. And the thing is, chat, like, excuse me, this whole thing's playing out. And it's like, oh, it's disturbing shit. But you have that stupid fucking narration playing in the background. And boy, everyone in the diner was killed. And my dad died. And Sarah, I hope Sarah's okay. So why you say you hope? You're saying this is like it's in the past. It's a flag. It doesn't fucking matter. Thank you. Chill spot for the host, and welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing very well. And we cut to Sarah, chat, and we learn that she has the power of sight, and she can predict things in the future, things that have yet to come, chat. And she draws the murder scene at the diner, chat. And the mom, she gets it off camera, chat. Like, we can't afford a secondary slaughter. And so mom, she's like, she gets it real good. And then, chat, we have this montage of the kids taking over the town. And apparently they took it over for they've been running things for 3 years, chat. Killed every single adult in town, and they've pretty much wiped Gatlin off the map, chat. They've taken over, and there's a new boss in town, chat. And it's fucking Isaac, Father Isaac as they call him. Dark, so you think of the 5 biddies? Cheers. Gunfire, boy. I sure hope no one got shot. Well, people are going to get shot. Actually, no, people getting shot in this movie. There's a lot of people being sliced and diced and sacrificed to the one who walks behind the rose. A lot of that shit, chat. Thank you, Darkseid, for the 5 biddies, though. So, And then we cut, chat. Then we cut, and we're sometime in the future. We're in the future. It's 3 years later. Kids have still occupied the town, but fucking Job, he's like, I hate this shit. This sucks. And his little sister Sarah, chat, wanted to get the site. She's like, I want to get out here too. And they're with a third child, chat. We're gonna call him Expendable. We're gonna call him Expendable because they do not give him a name. and he's basically an escape plan. He's gonna get out of Gatlin, and he's gonna bring back adults to save all the kids who are being indoctrinated by Isaac and Malachi, chat. Malachi is kind of Isaac's second in this. You know, everything Isaac orders Malachi, he goes ahead and executes it, literally. And so Expendables with Job and Sarah, and they're on the outskirts of Gatlin, in the corn. Right, and, they're like, listen, Expendable, are you sure you want to do this? He's like, Job, Sarah, this is what it has to be, okay? All right, we got to do it. Make sure not to tell Malachi, Isaac, especially Malachi. That little fuck's going to kill me. And they're like, we promise. You promise? He's like, of course, cross your heart, hope to die, stick a needle in your eye, stick a needle in my eye, Expendable. He goes, all right. I'll see you later. Wait, you're gonna go into the fucking cornfield? It's the only way to get to fucking town. I would find a way, chat, to get to town without having to go in a cornfield, okay? I want to fuck with anyone the one who walks behind the rows. Fuck that shit. But Expendable, he's like, fucking Sarah and Joe are like, all right, see you later. And we had that dumb narration in the background. And then we watched Expendable walk into the cornfield, and we never saw him again. Why are you telling me that? Now I know he's gonna die. Let me experience the it's terrible, chat. And it's only the scenes when Job is in them. It's dumb. So we follow Expendable. We're calling him Billy. We're gonna call him good old Billy, chat. We follow Billy. He goes in the cornfield, chat. And this kid, you can tell, this kid was fucked. He fucked himself. This is not good. Because he's like, he's already panicking, chat, as soon as he gets in the cornfield. Because I guess the entity, the one who walks behind the rows, can fucking sense you. He can sense you when you're in the cornfield. He's like, hey, little shits is running. Go after them, Isaac and Malachi. And soon the corn starts fucking with him. Chat starts like hitting him in the head. He's like, the corn's fucking with him. And eventually, he hears the whispers and the laughter of the children, chat, the children of the corn. And he's like, he's trying to get to the main road. He's close to the main road. He's close to it. But then, we cut to we see some of the kids after him, chat, and we see fucking Malachi. And then Malachi comes upon Billy, and he stabs the shit out of him. He stabs. A lot of kid death in this movie, but he stabs the shit out of Billy, and Billy is no more. At least we think so, chat. And then we cut to a hotel room where Linda Hamilton and her boyfriend Bert have just finished having hot, sweaty sex, chat. Linda Hamilton, hot, sweaty morning sex, chat. It's very good. Very good way to start the morning. Gets you limber, gets you moving, burning some calories, chat. And she just took a shower. She got some food for herself and Bert, and she comes in the hotel room and she wants to snuggle and shit. But Bertie's like, we got to get on the open road, okay? No more sexy time for right now, Little Hamilton. And apparently, Bert, he's got a good internship position on the other side of the fucking country. Instead of, getting a plane ticket like an old person says, let's do a cross-country adventure. And we can go all through the Midwest and experience the golden grain pastures of these United States. And Little Hamilton's like, I'll join you. He goes, hell yeah. The thing is, though, chat, even though Bert and Linda Hamilton, their boyfriend, girlfriend, they've been in a relationship. Bert struggles with commitment. Linda, she wants to take the next step, chat. She wants to get married. She wants to start front pooping out babies. But Bert, he's just thinking about his job and what he wants to do. Just being selfish. Listen, Bert, forget your dreams. Just start having babies with Linda Hamilton. That's what she wants, and you should do what she wants. And that's how the movie positions itself. It's like, Bert, you got to commit to this relationship, and you're a loser if you don't. It's like, all right, fair enough. And so there's a little bit of back and forth as they're, there's a little tension between them. I mean, they're still relatively good terms, but you can sense there's problems. There's problems in the relationship. They only wants to take the next step. Bert wants to concentrate on his career, Chad. He's just got out of school. He's heavily in fucking debt. The thing is, Chad, I'm on Bert's side. I'm sorry I'm on Bert's side. I know it sounds cruel, but he just got out of school. He got his doctorate. He's getting really good. He's got his doctorate, Chad, and he's got to get an internship before he gets his dream job, okay? He is probably tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt, all right? And Linda's like, let's have kids. It's like, why do you want to have kids now? Let me get a good job. Let me pay off some of my debt, and then maybe we can get married. Okay, maybe then, all right? Why now? She's so selfish, Chet. So goddamn selfish. So, they're on the open road and shit. They're having a good time. Listen to the radio. They're like, hey, let's turn it after they get a little argument because about the commitment thing. And he's like, hey, let's listen to some fucking tunes. They turn on chat, and they turn on a fire and brimstone preacher chat, talking about God, talking about the Old Testament chat. I will smite thee who lays with another man. I will smite thee who eats crabfish, like all kinds of shit, shellfish and all that. Everything is bad, chat. You can't have fun. You can never have fun in the Old Testament, chat. God's gonna smite you. You're gonna turn into a pillar of fucking salt. It's the worst. It's the worst. Thank you, Dark Slayer. She needs to give birth to John Connor. I know, and then she can. And then she can live out her fantasy. Oh, man. Damn, no crab legs, and you can't have hot, sweaty sex wherever you want. Apparently not. That's against God's wishes, chat. So, they're on the open road. They're arguing shit. Linda Hamilton, she gets the map out because, chat, this is 1984. There is no such thing as Google Maps. You can't look at your cell phone because they do not exist, okay? So they got to get the old-fashioned map. And I look at this thing, they're like, where the hell are we going? Like, they got to go straight across country, chat. They're taking all these fucking back road shortcuts, which proved not to be shortcuts, so it's a little rough. And look at the map, and all of a sudden they look up, and we see little Billy. He's going, because he's all fucking leaking blood and everything. And they go, shit, and he hits the brake, chat, but... He doesn't stop soon enough. He hits this kid so fucking hard, chat. You heard everything that wasn't broken inside him already just explode, chat. And now he's just kind of this gelatinous... He's this gelatinous meat water balloon inside. Like, if you nudge him, he'll just fucking pop. It's like, ooh. This is a good effect. They hit this kid so goddamn hard, chat, and he gets sucked onto the wheel, and, comes out the other. They fling him, chat. The wheel skips on him and just goes, fling, like that. And they crash. They kind of crash. He stops the car. Little Hamilton's like, he's like, oh, let me look at you. He's like, okay, you just got a bump. You're okay. And she goes, was that an animal? Please, God, tell me it was an animal. And Bert's just like, I don't know. Let's go. But no, he doesn't. He's like, you stay here. I'm going to go and check. And he walks over and he's like, oh, fuck. He gets close. He's like, oh, Jesus. And he goes, this kid, and the kid's, oh, fuck, poor Billy. Billy got a rough, chat, in the early movie. Got stabbed to death by Malachi in the cornfield. Managed to walk out of the cornfield, chat, only to be hit probably by a car, at least going 80 miles per hour. He's lucky that he was still all together. He goes over to him, chat, and he's real fucking dead, obviously. And he's looking at him and goes, ooh, he's like all destroyed. He's like, oh, all that shit. And then Linda Hamilton comes over. She goes, oh my God, we killed him. And he's looking, he's like, I don't think we did. Actually, I don't think so. She goes, what do you mean? I saw when he walked on the road, he was already bleeding profusely or something. I think someone tried to attack him. And she goes, oh my God, he wanted help. And when we hit him, he's like, oh, I know, it's terrible, but we didn't kill him. We didn't kill him. And so he gets like a blanket and he covers him, chat. And they go back to the car. And like, okay, we got to report this. But he thinks he came from the corn because they see a blood trail from the cornfield. And Bert says, listen, I'm going to go into the cornfield. You stay here, okay? And if you see anyone on the road, flag them down and tell them what happened. Tell them about the kid. And she goes, okay. And so he goes to the cornfield, chat, and he finds basically a suitcase because little Billy, chat, was, he's running away, got his little suitcase. And it's covered in blood and viscera. He's like, shit. He doesn't see anyone around him. He takes that shit. He's like, well, that's evidence. That's some evidence right there. And then he goes back to the car. Meanwhile, little Hamilton, she kind of comes to. She's like, oh, she's almost like felt a little sleepy. She took a little brief nap, and she walks back to the body of Billy. And she goes over to him, and she like kneels down right next to him. She says, I'm so sorry. And the fucking body wakes up. Billy's like, don't worry about it. She goes, oh! And we cut, chat. It was a nightmare. Chat. Billy still, don't worry, Billy's really dead. He's really dead. He's still down the fucking road. Billy not getting up anytime soon, chat. And Bert's like, what happened? She's like, oh my God, I want to say. And so gives her the suitcase, and he says, well, I'm not going to leave the fucking body in the road. Honestly, this is a weird situation. He's like, I don't want to leave the body in the road because I got reported, but probably not smart to remove the body from the scene, but he does that. And he fucking scoops up this body, chat, and he fucking puts it in the trunk, and it's not like, like, oh, with such care, like, oh, I'm so sorry, summer child. He fucking throws that thing in there, and he tries to close the trunk, but it's too much stuff, and he goes, remember, like, you got too much stuff in your trunk, Chad, or whatever, or like, any example, whether your truck or your car, and you just can't close it, or you have that, remember that, like, little metal beam? And you have like a box right there. It goes, oh shit. Because he's trying to close shit on the fucking kid's body. He's just not going. He goes, hold on, I gotta stuff him in there. Just gotta stuff him. He's dead already. He's not gonna matter. And he gets him in there, chat. By the way, they don't open the trunk any other time in the movie, chat. So by the end of the film, Billy is still inside there. He's still inside the fucking trunk. They never get him out again. They literally forget to open the trunk. He's in there the entire time. By the way, this is Nebraska, chat. In the middle of summer. So you know he was fucking baking and cooking in there, chat. And the stench of Billy. Billy gets the worst, chat. I feel. Can we raise a glass to Billy? Can we get an R.I.P. for Billy right now? Jesus Christ, he has a tough time, chat. Cheer and salute to Billy. Anyway, they get back on the open road, chat. They got to look for a hospital or a police station or a phone, at least a phone, because it's 1984, chat, known as cell phones. And so they stop at a gas station. Stop at a gas station. They go to this old man. He's like, we got no gas. And he's like, that's okay. We don't need any gas. Can I use your telephone? Got no phone either. And he goes, you got no. All right. Do you have, where's the nearest town? Gatlin. I saw Gatlin on the road. It's like 2 miles away. He goes, nope, don't go to Gatlin. Go to Hamptonsfield. Hamptonsfield's 19 miles that away. And he's like, but why can't we go to Gatlin? Them people got religion. They don't like no outsiders, no outlanders. Sorry, folks, go to Hamptonsfield. And the guy's like, fucking Bert does not mention he has a dead kid body in the back. He's like, okay. All right, thanks, I guess. Are you sure? He goes, I told you. Meanwhile, chat, we hear something rustle in the cornfield. It's the children, and he's got a good old dog, chat, named Sarge. And Sarge just yapping and bark at the cornfield and goes, Sarge, stand down. It's all right now, Sarge. It's all right. Now, I'm sorry, sir. Hamptonfield, the play you want to go. You don't want to go no Gatlin, okay? I'm sorry that they won't take kindly to you city folk, I reckon. And the guy goes, all right, see you. And he goes in the car and goes to Hamilton, they drive away. Meanwhile, fucking Sarge goes right out into the cornfield. Goes, Sarge, get your ass back there. And, the old man, she's just like, hell. And then all of a sudden, these fucking weird CGI storm clouds form overhead. And he just starts saying, listen. I told him what you told me. I did what you say. I did what you told me to do, all right? Don't take it out on me and what's mine. Please. And then he starts hearing all these noises from inside. He's like, oh, hell. Oh, God, they're inside. And he goes to his little, the front of his gas station, chat. And he's like, hey, you get out of there now. You get out. That's just the cameraman's just like, listen, man, it's just me in here. But he goes inside there. He's looking around and shit, but he doesn't find anybody, chat. We see like little clips of the kids like moving around, but they're being sneaky little sons of bitches, chat. And then we hear that the car he's working on. We hear the front of it shut. We hear the front of it shut, chat. And he goes, oh, what's that? And he goes out there and he's he's looking around. He's like, might have just been the wind. My mind's always playing tricks on me in these troubled times. And he opens up the car, chat, opens up the goddamn, the engine. And what does he see in there? The bloodied bandana and collar of Sarge, chat. Sadly, chat, it wasn't CG. Well, I know, whatever the fuck it is. The blue screen, Andy. I'm saying CG for the sake of goddamn convenience. But we see the bloodied bandana, chat, and collar of Sarge, and so the dog's fucking dead. Tiberius Smug, welcome to stream. Hope you're doing very well. Good to see you right now. So the dog is dead, Chad. Dog is goddamn dead. I lost my train of thought. Okay, so he's like, you little sons of bitches. Look what you did, Sarge. Why'd you go after him? I'll kill you. I'll kill all of you. I don't even care anymore. And these kids they're inside of his garage. And he just, basically it's old-ass special effects. Whatever the graphics are. It doesn't matter for the scene itself, okay? And so he goes over there. he goes over to the garage shed. He's like, he's got like a fucking tire on. He is ready to fucking go. It's like, come on, come and get me. And then we see him. So we see fucking Malachi. He's got his goddamn knife. He got his fucking machete out, chat. You got the other kids involved there. You got one kid's got like a fucking chain. Other one's got brass knuckles, chat. Other one's got a Colt 45. It's shit's about to go down. And then they start fighting. They cut Chet before the big fight happens, and we don't know. We don't know what happens to the old man. We have no idea. Meanwhile, we cut back to Bert and R.I.P. Sarge. I feel really bad for Sarge, Chet. So we cut back to Bert, or excuse me, yeah, we took back to Bert and Linda Hamilton, chat. And they're getting lost. They keep passing by all these signs that keep saying 2 miles of Gatlin, 1 mile of Gatlin, 3 miles of Gatlin. It's like someone's been messing with these fucking signs because we're not going in the goddamn direction of Happensfield. And this is like a trap the Children of the Corn set up, chat, so they can and capture adults to sacrifice them to the one who walks behind the rose. But Burton, is like, this is fucking frustrating. And eventually they go into the cornfield itself, chat, and it's like, it's not made for cars. He's like, I don't give a fuck. He just starts running over all the corn. And the ancient god, the one who walked behind the rose, is like, what the fuck? This is my corn, man. And he's just driving all over the corn. It's like, oh, shit. No, my corn. And eventually he comes out right next to the gas station again. He's like, oh, god damn, we're back where we started. Well, forget it. We're not going to Hampensfield. We're going to go right into Gatlin. That's where we're going to go. And he passed by the gas station and is like, boy, howdy, I hope you don't stop at my clinic, sir. And he ain't going to stop your clinic anytime soon because the old man, chat, he's dead. We see the bloodied, mangled arm of the old man, chat. But at least him and Sarge are reunited, chat, wherever they may be. What other place they have passed on to, they are now together, and they don't need to adhere to the laws of the Children of the Corn of Isaac Malachi, chat, or the one who walks behind the rose. But after that, we cut to good old Bert and Lynn Hamilton, and they drive in the town, chat, and it's fucking abandoned. There's no one around. There's, you got corn. There's like random corn stalks and corn littering the town, chat. Every single place. Just like no one looks like has been there for years, and they haven't been, chat, for literally 3 years. And they start like, hey, let's pull over at this diner. Like, maybe they have a fucking phone. It's the same diner, chat, where the Wilford Brimleys died. And the guy got his hand sliced like in a delicatessen. And they go in there, and none of the phones work. All the cords are cut inside the of the buildings. They're all looking around and shit. And they see that they're the same place where these people feasted once before is still there, chat. But there's rats everywhere, and it scares little. I hate rats, and she's very scared of rats. And they open up the door to leave, and all these fucking kids are tearing apart the car, just going, like they want little treats and niblets, shit. And he goes, get the fuck out of here! And they're like, and they fucking scamper away like Schmeagol shit. They scamper away into the town itself. And the thing is, though, Bert just goes, he's just chasing after him. He's like, come here, you little bastard! He's trying to get him. Punch. Where's the phone? Punch, where's the phone? But they don't say nothing, Chad, and they continue on their way. And he's like, Jesus Christ. And at this point, Bert's like, you know what, fuck this place is weird. Lynn Hamilton, this place is really weird, and I don't like corn anymore. And she's like, I'm right there with you. Let's go back into the goddamn car. And so they get in the car, Chad, and they're heading outside town. And they pass by this big fucking house. But they see someone at the front door, and they go, wait a minute. And Lynn Hamilton says, like, what? I saw a kid. She's like, yeah, there's this house getting over by feral children. I don't give a shit. Let's leave, okay? I got a bad feeling about these. Like, you and your feelings, and you wanting commitment. I'm committing to this. I'm going inside that fucking house. She goes, fuck you, Bert. And Lynn Hamilton, you stay in the car. I'm going to go in there. And so Bert, he goes inside. And again, same thing, Chad, just abandoned. Just no one seems to be there. Everything just as it was, chat. As it was, and nothing really has moved. And they're just looking around. Linda Hamilton eventually goes in the house and spooks him accidentally. She goes, oh, jeez, oh, God. Oh, you scared me, Linda Hamilton. You scared me. And they're looking at all the books. They find a TV guide. Remember TV guide? They have one of those. And she says, look at this TV guide, Bert. It's from 3 years ago. And it's like, oh, my God. So that no one has been here for, it looks like, 3 years, except for these feral children. This is crazy. We got to report this. But then they hear some movement upstairs. They go, oh, shit. And they go upstairs, shit. They go up the goddamn thing. They open the door. And who's there? It's Sarah. Sarah from early in the movie, chat, who has the gift of sight. She has the gift of sight. Thank you. My secret bro. Thank you, secret bro. Appreciate you. Welcome to stream. Also, chat, I forgot. There was another scene, but I forgot about it. Before this. Thank you, Darkslayer. You know this movie's ancient when the TV guys, and yep, it is. That dates it. That puts a fucking timestamp on it right there. That carbon dates it right there. Thank you, Darkslayer, the 5 buddies. There's a scene early in the movie where after fucking Billy gets got, we cut to the same house where Job and Sarah are playing Monopoly, and it's a bad scene, chat, because they're given dialogue they cannot carry. They can't do it. And they start talking all this shit about Isaac and Malachi. And who walks in the fucking room? Malachi. He goes, throws him a shake. He goes, what'd you say about me? And he takes them to see Isaac at his church. And, you know, he's like, I saw them playing games, Isaac. And I was like, shut the fuck up, Malachi. I got this. We're not, listen, Sarah, she has the gift of sight. And Job, he just makes me laugh. He's just a good kid. You're a good kid. And Malachi's like, but that's illegal. He's like, I'm going to tell you what's illegal, okay? I speak for the one who walks behind the rows, okay? Settle down. Keep your lanky ginger ass in check, okay? I got you, all right? Sarah, what do you got for me, honey? And she shows him all the pictures like, we have some interlopers coming in, some outlanders, Malachi. Good. We'll sacrifice them tonight to the one who walks behind the rows. Excellent. Round them up, get them both, and we'll put them up in the cornfield. And Malachi's, but what about them? Just put them back where they were. He goes, but it's illegal. He's like, shut the fuck up. You can tell, chat, there's some tension between Malachi and Isaac, okay? There's a power dynamic, and it's shifting back and forth. They're butting heads quite often, chat. Eventually, good old, that's when we're back at the house with Sarah. And that's when Lynn Hamilton and Bert discover. And they go, oh my God, who are you? And she's like, my name's Sarah. And he's like, where's your mommy and daddy? Oh, they're in the cornfield. And I was like, okay, where are the other adults? They're in the cornfield too. And the thing is, chat, the reason why she keeps saying they're in the cornfield, because they literally buried the bloated, rotten corpses of the adults, and that is feeding the corn as fertilizer, chat. Some real dark fucking shit. So, the sign, maybe she has the shine. She could have the shine. This could be the shine that she has, since this is an interconnected Stephen King universe. So I would not be shocked that this ability that she has is actually the shine. That makes sense. It's because the shine can have it can be many different things, chat. There can be different power sets, as we saw even in Dr. Sleep. You know, Abra's power set is a little different than Rose's or Danny's, and vice versa, chat. So that's pretty cool. She probably has the shine. That's what this is. Which I love. I love that. I don't think they call it the shine in the book, but it's heavily implied that it's the shine. So, so they're talking to her, and you know, they're in the cornfield, and Linda's trying to get more information. Bert's like, I'm impatient. I'm just gonna go to town hall and see what I can find. And little Hamilton's like, well, why? We'll just kind of help her. He goes, nah, I don't wanna. And he fucking leaves. And little Hamilton's like, I'll just stay with her, I guess. And Bert, he goes into town, and he's just looking. He spends most of the time in town just looking for a phone chat. A lot of B-roll here, shit ton of B-roll. Job is constantly following him around, but never introduced himself as Job. He's just always looking at him like, oh. And you know, we do see some bodies of some of the townsfolk, chat. We see the body of one of the policemen, some of the police officers. They've all been turned to like these scarecrow corn husks, kind of fucked up. Some of the other townspeople are in various places. He's like, oh shit, okay, so this is some weird nonsense here. Also, Sarah keeps talking about Isaac and how he hated all the adults because they didn't like him, and he got all the kids to go against the adults. And he started his own religion, is the worship the one who walks behind the rows, who lives in the cornfield. Lynn Hamilton, that's some creepy fucking shit. She goes, yeah, it is. And she's like, you know what, honey, how about you just draw something for me so you don't creep me out? And she goes, okay. And so she starts drawing and shit. Meanwhile, we cut back to Isaac, who's holding a sermon, basically telling the children that we have some fucking interlopers, some outlanders, gotcha, Malachi, that are here, right? And we're going to sacrifice him to our corn god. It's going to be great. Going to send Malachi out there to get him. So you just prepare the harvest and shit, and when he feasts upon their flesh. Oh, by the way, Malachi, come here. And Malachi's like, well, what's up? Listen, I know you're trying your best, man. But when you killed Billy, you didn't do a proper offering to the one who walks behind the rows, and he didn't like that. He goes, but I killed him. I did. He's like, stop talking back to me. I'm telling you how it is, man. He was displeased, okay? We're on thin ice as it is. Very thin fucking ice with this demon god, all right? So don't fuck this up. And you can see that dynamic just keeps shifting back and forth, Chad. And Malachi's like, he leaves, Chad. to hunt down Little Hamilton. And we cut back to the house of Little Hamilton, chat, and she's looking around. She's like, this is weird and shit. And we cut to outside, chat, and the Children of the Corn, led by Malachi, they are coming upon the house, chat. They're about to attack it, and they're being very fucking... So these kids are fucking quiet as the day is long, chat. I'm impressed by their stealth skills, all right? You wouldn't hear these kids coming, then and stab right in the back. And so they all start opening different windows, areas of the house. And Little Hamilton, she goes to Sarah. It's like, Sarah, what are you working on? Sarah's like, here you go. And she goes, what the fuck is this? Because on the picture chat, it's literally Linda Hamilton being stabbed to death by the Children of the Corn. And I was like, that's not good. And she protects the future. And then, chat, we cut because all the fucking Children of the Corn start breaking into the goddamn house and they start attacking Little Hamilton. But she's not going down without a fight, chat. She's like, she's fought Terminators and she's also fought children. And listen, Terminators are tough, but she can beat the shit out of a few kids. She's like, listen, I will probably fall to some of you children right here, but I'm going to brain a couple of you. Because the thing is, this is my strategy, Chad. If I was attacked by the Children of the Corn, I would imagine, and this is their strategy, they would send the smaller ones after me first, right? And the thing is, I'm sorry, this is how it would be, Chad. I would just grab their little derpy legs, or little derpy child legs, and go, fah, just fling them on the ground, Chad. Just go, bah, just brain them. Just brain them like that, just fucking make them trip, and then boom, boom. But eventually, maybe you can get 2, maybe get 3, chat. But they'll fucking swarm you. They'll fucking swarm you and start nibbling on you. It'd be the worst. And so you would not survive the Children of the Corn, but you would be able to attack a few of them, chat. Probably kill a few of these little cultist bastards. But eventually, she fucking punches a few of the kids, chat. She just punches and throws a couple out the window, as you do, chat. Hit them on the windowsill. But they come upstairs, they get her, chat. They're fucking chopping in the goddamn door, hatchets and axes and shit. She grabs one of the hatchets, goes, and she cuts one from the goddamn tummy all the way to the neck. Thank you, Darkslayer. This is Chris's guide to fight a group of kids. It works. You go for their derpy little legs, and then go, and you smash them on the ground. That's how you do it, chat. I'm telling you, it's a sound strategy. What is it with these kids always drawing weird? I don't know. It's a trope, man. It's definitely a trope in film. It's a trope in film, gangsta. Goddamn right. I'm telling. Listen, chat. You're gonna need this. If you're in a Children of the Corn situation in the Midwest United States, you're gonna think of me and you're gonna fucking thank me. You're gonna come to me and it's like, listen, man, thank you. I was like, what do you mean? Those kids. I'm like, I got you. found a cult like Children of the Corn, didn't you? Yeah. See, I told you, man. I told you. So they come upon her, chat. She kills a couple of them, but they grab her and they drag her off. And Sarah's just like, it ain't me. I'm not involved in this. This bitch came in here, all right? It was not me. And they drag her off. Eventually, Bert, he goes back to the house where he finds, it's torn apart. He finds Sarah. And Sarah's just like traumatized. She's like, Sarah, where did they take Linda Hamilton? And she's like, they took her to the cornfield. And he goes, shit. And he goes out there. Meanwhile, we cut back to the cornfield, chat, and they're fucking they're about to crucify Linda Hamilton on some corn stalks, chat. They incorporate a lot of Christianity with their corn religion, and they're getting her up there while she sees some of the other crucified people, because the kids reference certain things. They reference the minister and the blue man. Thank you, Katie, 10 minis. Thank you, Katie, for the 10 minutes. I got done with class early, but I'm still upset about the dog. I'm sorry, Katie. I'm sorry. Listen, I wanted to save that dog. It's my fault, but at least Emily died. At least we got Emily. I know, listen, that I'm more disappointed in myself than you could possibly imagine. I feel bad for that dog, but welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Currently in the middle of my review for Children of the Corn. It's a fun one. No, it's a wild romp so far. So we cut to the cornfield, chat, where we see the crucified victims of the Children of the Corn. They got the former minister up there. Also got the one they referenced, the blue man who tried to save the kids, chat, but he failed. He died, and he was sacrificed to the one who walks behind the rows. He was a police officer, chat. He was the chief of the town. And they're putting up. They crucify. I mean, they don't put the nail and shit in there, but they tie some corn stalks. They're like, there you go. Yeah, you're perfect. But Isaac, he's upset because he told Malachi to get them both, and we don't have a lot of time until goddamn sundown. All right, it's gonna be nighttime soon. Malachi, he's the one who walks behind the rows is fucking pissed off. I'm pissed off. Do your goddamn job. And then Malachi just goes, and he pushes Isaac to the ground, and Isaac goes, oh. He throws a fucking fit. How dare you? And he looks at them, he's like, seize him. Seize him. You are an infidel. You dare push me upon this ground, upon our sacred cornfield, Malachi. And Malachi's like, you don't speak for the one who walks behind the rows. You're not the only one that can do it. I can do that too. And I says, you will lead them astray. You will lead them to damnation, to hellfire. And Malachi's like, get him, boys. Let's see. Let's sacrifice him tonight. And these kids are like, okay. They're like, sure, why not? And I was like, you motherfuckers. And they grab him, Chad. And the way this actor says, he's like, no. Literally, I'm not even exaggerating. He's like, no. No! And they start dragging him to one of the corn crosses they made. Fucking amazing. I love it. It kills me every time. So they string poor Isaac up. He's not doing well. We don't like you anymore, Isaac. But it's pretty much what happened. Eventually, we cut back to good old Bert. And Malachi's going after him. And like he gets the rest of the children of the court to go after him. And they fucking stab the shit out of Bert. It's kind of like a cat and mouse game, Chad. He's constantly doing a strategic retreat into the town. He gets stabbed real fucking good by one of the kids, Malachi or something. Oh, no, that's not what happens. What happens is, Chad, he goes into the town because they're having the sacrifice tonight. And we learn, Chad, as part of the religion, if you are 19 or older, you have to be sacrificed on your 19th birthday to the one who walks behind the rows. You can't be 19. If you're 19, you got to go. You got to fucking go, Chad. And so they got to sacrifice this one kid. And they're having this ceremony where he's cutting his chest open and like bleeding profusely. It's really disturbing stuff, Chad. It's like in hindsight, this movie could work. You could absolutely work. Just need to be in the hands of a better director and get some better actors in there, and you'd be golden. And a bit more of a bigger budget. I mean, the budget's fine, but you could do some more disturbing things here. And they cut open his chest, and it leaks into this corn cup, this corn goblet. And you got Ruth or Wendy going, look at it, it's beautiful. And everyone shall drink of, we're going to call him Ethan. Everyone loves drinking Ethan. And he's like, yeah. And she's about to spread around. Bert's like, the fuck is going on here? And she's like, we're just drinking Ethan's blood. And he's like, why would you do that? And he says, it is the way. It is the way of the one who walks behind the rows. I've heard. All right, listen, kids, you're fucking weird, all right? You keep doing what you're doing. That's fine. Where the hell's my girlfriend? And they're like, you're gonna be sacrificed tonight. And he's like, what? And he just starts punching. He just starts punching Wendy. He starts punching the other kids. And eventually Malachi should be like, Malachi. And then Malachi and Bert get into a big old brawl. And Malachi stabs Bert. Bert's like, fuck! And he rips it out of him, and he takes off. He takes off, and all the kids are like little schmeagles. They just want a piece of good old Bert. And it's constant, strategic retreat, Chet, until he comes across Job. Job is in the picture, Chet, and then a fucking narration comes back. And that's when I found Bert. And boy, did he need some help. But I knew of a secret place that I have of my sister. And you have those fucking pauses because he gets like, he's got to breathe in because he's talking too goddamn fast. Awful. So any tension there, what there was, Chad, is gone, ripping the fucking scene. And so he takes Bert to this fallout shelter. We go to the original home of Job and Sarah, and they pretty much live in the fallout shelter to stay away from Isaac and Malachi and the rest of the children of the corn. Takes him down there. Sarah repairs his stab wound and things. Helps cleans it out and everything. They give him some canned goods, some spam, some good old spam, Chat. They have a good old party. Chat. Man, on top of the cornfield, Isaac's still screaming his little head off. It's like, you sons of bitches. Fuck you. Fuck you people. And Malachi's like, listen, guys, I know things have been rough, okay? But we're gonna have a big old fucking harvest, gonna have a good old bonfire, good old sacrifice of you, human sacrifice, guys. You know how much you love human sacrifices. Am I right? Who loves human sacrifice? Show of hands, who loves killing people? And they're like, yeah. And he's like, all right. In order to do this, in order to appease the one who walks behind the rows, we gotta use Linda Hamilton as bait. And so they chop her down off the corn cross, Chat, and they lead her out in the town. And then we get the iconic scene where he's basically leading her, and he goes, Outlander! And he's good. He sells this scene, Chat. Outlander! We have your woman, Outlander! And, Bert's like, what? Because he can't hear. He hears like something. And it's like, Outlander, we will be in the cornfield when the sun sets. Be there or face the wrath and we will murder her. And he just fucking takes out his machete and goes right down her face. She goes, ah! And she starts bleeding. Her whole cheeks is ripped open. And she's like, oh, it's terrible. Be there, Outlander. They go back. And Bert's like, okay, I got to kill these little motherfuckers. And, Job and Sarah are like, listen, the thing that will probably end the cult and kill the monster, because it's real, by the way, burn the cornfield, and that'll be it. And he goes, all right, that's easy. And so he goes to the cornfield chat with Sarah and Job in tow. Eventually we come back to the cornfield. It is nighttime, and they have the sacrifice yet. They waited. It's night. The fucking not CGI storm clouds show up. Whatever. Sarah Connor. It's a Sarah Connor prequel. That's what it was, Chad. That'd been awesome. The not CGI storm clouds show up, Andy, and they amass, and fucking Ethan's just like, it's my time now. It's my birthday, and they all fucking walk outside. They're all eating. They're all dragging underneath the goddamn ground. Whatever the fuck. It's like an evil Bugs Bunny. This thing like burrows around and goes, and it eats the people, eats the kids. It's fucked up. Thank you, Theed Man, for the host. Welcome, stream. Hope you're doing very well today. I'm just about done with the review. So they're all getting got. And Isaac's like, Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck me. And then he's like, please, my God, I've done everything you asked. And the one who walks behind the rose is like, yeah, but what have you done for me lately? He's just like, I thought so. And then the one who walks behind the rose amasses itself as this yellowish red light thing or something. Oh, it's weird. And it comes up the corn cross and it amasses over Isaac. And he goes, no! And then, this is hilarious, Chad. Some unintentionally funny moments. It just blasts that. It's like a fucking rocket. It sends the corn cross straight up into the air and it just fucking explodes. So I guess Isaac is dead. It's fucking hilarious. Jaybird, good to see you. He goes, no! And just boom. And then eventually Burt gets over there. He's like, whoa, this is fucked up. And Malachi's like, Outlander! And he's about to kill Lynn Hamilton. And Burt's like, I'm done. He goes, all he does, Chad, he just punches Malachi in the nose and he rustles on the ground. And he basically says, kids, listen, all right? Are you guys having fun? Do you you killed the adults. Great, good for you. Good fucking job. But you've been listening to Malachi, and I haven't met Isaac. I don't know where he is. He's dead. Gotcha. I didn't even meet the main villain in the movie. That's fine, whatever. But thank you. I show over the temperatures. My heart's a pitter-pattering as we speak. Listen, are you guys having fun? And they're like, I mean, not really. And it's like, okay, then stop doing this. And they all go, all right. And they stop doing it yet. They all leave the religion. They're like, all right, I guess we're done. and they go with Burt. Meanwhile, Malachi goes, ow! And then fucking Isaac's like, Malachi. And he sounds like he's possessed by the one who walks behind the rose, chat. Malachi's like, oh, Jesus God. And he's like, he wants you too, Malachi. And this little Isaac just goes, and he jumps on fucking Malachi, chat, and he fucking chokes the shit out of him. And I guess he dies. Isaac, we never see what happens to Isaac after that, chat. We actually do learn, apparently, in the 6th movie, he's been in a coma for 20 years. And apparently he had a kid at some point in that 20-year time span between 84 and 99. I don't know how that fucking happened. But something, maybe he had a kid in 84. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know who the hell Isaac's fucking. But he has a kid, and he dies in that movie anyway. So all the kids, they're leading the Burt and shit. They're going to leave the town. But, oh, no, the one who walks behind the rose is very mad because all of his disciples are, like, gone. They're like, we don't want anything to do with you. And he's like, I'm going to eat all you little shits. And so he masses the not CGI storm clouds in the sky and he starts throwing down lightning and just zapping these little kids. And they're, like, flying in the air going, It's hilarious. And Burt, Job, Sarah, Lynn Hamilton. They save Lynn Hamilton, chat. She's fine. They go inside like a little, I don't know, fucking farmhouse or something. And Job's like, we got to burn the cornfield, man. Bert's like right on it. And so they get all this gasoline, chat. They basically, there's like a pump station. And literally, chat, there's a water pump station right next to it, gasoline station. So they literally just take the fucking hose, go, unscrew it, screw it, we're good to go. And they turn that shit on, and it sprays gasoline in the cornfield. And then Bert, he grabs the fucking torch, and he goes, Finn, fuck you too. Pulls a goddamn R.J. McCready, throws it in there, Chad, ba-boom. And the whole thing fucking goes up. It's a big old bonfire, Chad. And we see the one who rocks behind the rose, and it's a cartoon character. It's literally a cartoon character, Chad. It's a drawn image. It goes, ah, and it dies. It dies. And we cut. I guess it killed a lot of the kids. Most of the kids are fucking dead. Good riddance. And we follow Bert and Lynn Hamilton and Job and Sarah. And they're like, you're our kids now. We're going to adopt you. I'm going to put a baby in little Hamilton. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. They go back to the car, about to leave, chap. But then who's in the fucking car? Wendy. Wendy, maybe Ruth. I forgot her name. And she goes, and she tries to stab Bert. But fucking, Linda Hamilton's like, I got this, Bert. And she just slams the front door of the car. Like, she goes, and then boom, hits her in the head. And she's dead. She's either severely concussed or dead, chat. There's a profuse amount of bleeding. There's a big fucking indent. You see brain coming out. It's like, yeah, she's dead. Or she's going to be very derpy from now on. And they're like, well, instead of dragging the body out of the car, we're just going to walk. We're just going to walk to Hampton. That's 20 goddamn miles away. And we get credits. By the way, Chad, they keep the car. Fucking Billy's still in the car. He's been cooking in there for at least 24 hours. And now he has a friend, Chad. He has Wendy, who is also profusely bleeding and probably dying as well. And that, my friends, that, chat, is Children of the Corn. Interesting premise, again, like the short story. But, man, it really fucking flounders in several areas, chat. Comes to the writing, especially the effects. The acting. Yeah, it's disappointing because I love the whole premise of it. Of these kids following this one other child who convinces them of this deity and of its existence, and basically ask the kids, okay, you believe me now kill all your parents and your relatives. It's fucked up. It's great. And sadly, it kind of flounders. Again, the kid that plays Isaac, I'm gonna get some respect on his name. He does a very good job, in my opinion. He's the best thing in the movie. John Franklin. Legitimately great. I mean, here he is. Here he is, Chad. He sells. Every scene he's in, he sells it. The dialogue he has is great. Every image when he's just looking like that works extremely well. Even Malachi. Malachi may be a little goofy. He's a little overacting a bit, Chad. But even his scenes, it works. It works. Even sadly, the main characters, Bert and even Little Hamilton, I don't think it's their fault. They just don't get a lot to do. They're the stereotypical, damsel in distress, and the man hero character who's just like, I have no time for nonsense. It's that kind of shit. And you have some really bad child actors, sadly, in Job and Sarah. I don't know their names. So it's, I wish I can give it a higher rating, chap. But interesting ideas. Great performance by John Franklin, but yeah, it's not all there. I'd probably give it's a fun watch. I think it is a fun watch. So you can laugh. You can definitely laugh at a chat. There's no doubt about that. So I'd give it like a high rental. I'd give it a high rental, chat. Mad Max of Kids. I wish it was even that stage thing. I wish it was a Mad Max of Kids. You could have had a little Mad Max in here. I think that would have worked a lot better, but it doesn't even get to that degree. Yeah, it just kind of flounders. Van Spheres, welcome to stream. Good to see you. Hope you're doing very, very well right now. Just finished my review for Children of the Corn. Jaybird, what's up? I think it's been going well, man. I had a quick question. What camera and mic do you use for Twitch? Also, do you know what camera the DT crew uses? I forget. I think they use a Canon camera of some kind. I use a Logic. Oh, yes. Thank you, Bat Shields. How many biddies was that? I want to put the respect on you, Bat Shields, for the 20 biddies, good sir. That is very, very kind of you. Thank you so much. No, thank you for watching. I use a Logitech 1080p cam, and the mic I use, I always forget the name of it. It is a Sennheiser E835. Sennheiser 835. It's very good. I got the boom mic arm as well, which is very helpful. I got to use the boom mic. It's pretty good. It's good sound quality. If I move away from you, you don't really hear me. But if you're right in front of it, you're great. You're golden. Thank you. Ooh, working progress. Thank you for the 50 biddies. Welcome to stream. I love it. Austinic. Need more single kids and less not CG. Yes. Less not CG. I would have appreciated that. Andy, all this cooking talk makes it sound like barbecue. A lot of cooked kids shit. A lot of kids died in this movie. But yeah, it's a lost opportunity. In the original short story chat, I kind of give you a little brief history. It's much darker. Very similar premise, everything. The characters of, You know, we got Bert in the movie. Linda Hamilton's character's name is Vicky. Yeah, they go into town. And kind of the same setup where they go to the house and they find Sarah and things. But Vicky, she stays in the car, and the children in the corn, they attack the car and they drag her out. And then Bert goes after her, Chad. He later finds her in the cornfield, but she's fucking dead. The children have disemboweled her, Chad, and gouged out her eyes when she was still alive, and they stuffed her full of the corn leaves and corn stalks, Chad. And they turn her into a scarecrow. She's like, and she's still kind of like, kill me. It's fucked up. And eventually, Chad, Bert, because it's a short story, it's like, I don't know, not that long. He's like, fuck that. He tries to get out of there, but the corn, the one who walks behind the row is able to manipulate the cornfield itself. It traps him in there, and it also appears before him, chat, and kills him, eviscerates him, disembowels him, castrates him, and makes him into a scarecrow. It's very dark, and the children of the corn. It goes on. Isaac is still leader. Malachi's actually sacrificed because the one who walks behind the rows is displeased, and so they lower the age from 19 to 18. Malachi's 18. All the 18-year-olds go out into the fields and they're killed. They're slaughtered by the one who walks by the rows. Also, a lot of the children, some of the children are pregnant in the short story. There is a character, I forget her name, but is Malachi's lover, and she's pregnant with his child. And she imagines herself going and burning the cornfield down. It doesn't actually happen. It's what she wants. She has what she wants. She never acts upon it, and that's how it is. It's very dark. It's very dark. I think the Sci-Fi Channel original adaptation, they follow that to a T pretty much. Yeah, it's gross. Darkslayer. Woo! Thank you for the 5 days. Remind me never to go to Nebraska. There you go. Perfect reminder, chat. Right, that's right. Not a good movie, but not boring. Yeah, I agree. Good to watch with friends. Agreed. Or when you're hungover, won't lose your attention, but doesn't quite require attention. Yeah, it's again, interesting idea. You get one good performance in it. Some very unintentionally funny moments, but yeah, it just doesn't come together. Not an awful film. There are worse Stephen King adaptations out there, Chad. Worse Stephen King books in general. Dreamcatchers, Thinner. There's the Tommy Knockers. There's so many others that Children of the Corn is definitely better than, but it's not. It doesn't reach the same heights as something like Misery or the It Chapter 1 or The Shine. Nothing like that. Not on that level at all. But yeah, it's fine. I gave it a high Reynolds, chat, on the DT scale. But chat, hope you enjoyed the review.